So what do you think about? Let's talk about Brock Purdy, dude. You were texting me crazy last night. So the floor is yours. Rob will chime in. He's always got something to say.
Yeah, I'll sit back, let you go.
Time shitting on the Giants or the opposite with the Niners. Either one. Yeah, like I mean, it's still early. Like he's still, there's not a tons of tape on him yet.
No.
You know what I mean? So I'm not going to declare him a future Hall of Famer.
But he's pretty goddamn good, dude.
That said, his success level up to this point has genuinely surprised me. The last year he was great, but there's also a period, like we've seen it before, where quarterbacks will be good for a short amount of time, and then all of a sudden they're not, and that's just a simple matter of defense. They figure them out.
Right, they figure out the ticks. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, so it's still a little bit TBD, but boy, he looks good. And I was at that game Sunday and watching him, and the confidence he takes risks. Like he throws tight balls.
He does throw tight balls.
Where you go, oh my God, what are you doing? But it's good in a way. He's confident in himself.
Did you see that play? Was that play a couple weeks ago? Keep going.
Hurt that we have Christian McCaffrey and a healthy Debo now.
Oh my God, Christian!
And Ayuk. I mean, Kittle. Your offense is pretty damn stacked, and the best left tackle in the game. Yeah. We have a healthy Kittle and finally a healthy Debo. I forgot a healthy Debo is something to behold. Yeah.
Did you guys see that play Thanksgiving night? He threw that touchdown pass to Ayuk, and Shanahan had wanted him to throw underneath, and he saw something, and he took the pass. Like you could see Shanahan on the sidelines going, and then he's like, oh. I mean, and he threw a beautiful pass. And I was actually, Rob, what were you sending me about the air for Brock Purdy? Everybody said he's not an air guy, or he can't get air on the ball. He throws dinks and dunks.
Yeah, passes over 21 yards. His passer ratings, I think, second best in the league?
Yeah, second best in the league. Louis Riddick.
Like 100 and,
he's number one? He's number one? QBR is number one, right. But Rob sent me that.
QBR over passes over 21 yards. Yeah, it's really. And with the air pass, the ball travels more than 21 yards in the air, not just obviously yards. Not a 3-yard pass that turns into over 21. It's ball in the air over 21 yards.
God,
yeah. I was looking at it. His QBR and the normal old school quarterback rating both are number one. His yards per
attempt,
yards per completion is high.
No, wait. He's on record levels. I think they said, what was it, yards per? I was watching the game and they had the guys last game with Purdy. Yeah, the other night that he's on MVP level. Every guy who had that number of yards per attempt or something, he's up on. Every other guy's won the MVP. Boomer Esiason 88. Peyton Manning, they're all. It's just they showed all the guys. He's on the same level as those. That's how good a season he's having.
Yeah, Vegas has him and Dak even.
Yeah, Dak will choke. Rob will tell you that. Dak will choke. He chokes every year.
Well, San Francisco lined up with the first seed, so I think it's So they'll end up winning it. He'll end up winning it.
Yeah, that's just because the division.
That and they beat the Eagles, and once the Cowboys beat the Eagles this week. Then the Niners will have the advantage over both of them because they beat them head to head.
They could have won that game.
Who?
Dallas against the Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, if Dak doesn't step out of bounds, I have a friend who's a big Cowboys fan, but he's, I'd say, a realistic Cowboys fan. He was so furious Dak stepped out of bounds going down there at the 2-yard line or something, where he just did not need to step out of bounds. He could have stayed in bounds and easily scored.
Yeah,
but then
his head was not. Or somewhere else. I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
Listen,
I think the Cowboys win Sunday night, though. I think they won 14 in a row at home now, and I think they win. I think the Eagles is a hard stretch for them.
You think it's good? You think it's going to be? What are you going to say? What the next couple of weeks for who? Everybody? Dallas. Yeah. Dallas is a tough schedule.
They've looked great. Their schedule has not is.
It's terrible, dude. The only team we talked about it last night. Who's the only winning team they beat only team they beat was the 6-5 Seattle. That's it. They haven't beat anybody.
Yeah, Yeah, the only plus 500 team was Seattle at the time.
At the time.
Now.
Yeah, so they got
the best team that they've beaten is Seattle.
Correct. So wait, the next.
I think they win Sunday night though.
Okay, so
you guys don't agree?
Who do they have Sunday? I know they have
Eagles. The Eagles Sunday night in Dallas.
In Dallas.
In Miami.
No, then they got the Bills. They're at Buffalo, at Miami, and then they're home for the Lions, and then they're away for. I mean, Lions too, man. They're like
Lions are no joke.
No joke. But their D has been. But I'll tell you, if I could have a coach now, I remember when he came in, Dan Campbell, I was like, he talks a lot of shit. But I'll tell you, they play for him. He's kind of like, Riverboat Ron. He takes chances. I don't know about Goff. Yeah. Goff gets me nervous.
You need Goff a winning quarterback again.
I know.
Was sure that's done.
Me too. I thought he was going to Detroit and his career was over. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they have a dominant offensive line. They invested in their offensive line, and they have obviously good people around them. But the offensive line helps. If that offensive line was a sieve, I don't think he looks nearly as good as he does.
And
but
Gibbs,
they also have a bunch of good talent around him.
That guy Gibbs.
He was one of those ones that I was like alluding to before, where they start off and look fantastic.
Right.
Like his first few years, he was awesome, and then he wasn't.
And then he wasn't. Well, Super Bowl. Right after Super Bowl, basically Super Bowl played like shit.
Yep. And then he wasn't. And then the trade. But he I mean, not that he looks elite, but he looks good.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hey, yep. I mean they're having their best season since '62. I think I read they've won a title a division title since '93. So I'm flying to Florida tomorrow. I'm downloading there's a Barry Sanders movie on Amazon Prime. I gotta watch that.
Oh, I watched it. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Was it good?
I want to see that.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was good. I mean, yeah.
It wasn't great.
Football was good.
It wasn't great. So it wasn't great.
Yeah.
I would say there's nothing surprising in there. I would say. I mean, if you're like an in-depth fan like we are, I think there's not. I mean, it just what I enjoyed about it is just seeing really how great he was,
and how shitty
it's just a reminder when you're away from it for a little bit. He's great, but seeing the highlights and seeing everything, it's like, man, there's just nobody like him. I mean, people said, "Oh, Barkley's like, no." As good as Barkley is, even if Barkley was healthy, he's not Barry Sanders.
No.
There's nobody like Barry Sanders, man. Nobody.
One of the best to ever do it. Did they show when he juked Rod Woodson literally out of his knee?
And he didn't know where. Right, he didn't know.
They showed a lot. I don't remember. I don't know whether they specifically showed that one, but I mean, they did focus a lot on his college and
hold it.
Right.
He's
done. Right.
He just literally juked him out of his knee.
But wait, that was Tony Casillas too. Remember, that was the playoff game. Tony Casillas was looking, turned around, and he was already passed. And
that one they showed. They also talked to he only got 3 offers for college.
That's it. It.
He only got 3 scholarships for
college. And Oklahoma did not offer him a scholarship.
Yep, and his dad loved Oklahoma.
He was from.
That's the other thing we were talking about is scouting and how much these guys they still just don't know.
Yeah, they don't know. You're right.
Don't know.
Brock Purdy.
Think about it. I mean, there's so much to it that is more than just physical talent. It's something JD and I have been talking about with Zach Wilson. There's the mental. There's how much work are you going to put in. There's your surroundings. How are you going to handle from going a college to now you're playing in New York City or some LA where it's like you have all this press now around you, not just press, but also opportunities that are to go out to clubs and all these things that you didn't have in college. You don't know exactly how people are going to react in those situations. And you can talk to them, but a lot of these guys are getting, obviously all the top talent is getting coached by people to know what to say and stuff like that, and all the mistakes they made in college maybe were swept under the rug by their coaches, so that doesn't get out. So I mean, it's so hard to know all these things. I mean, who is the quarterback, the Washington State guy who went to the Chargers,
Ryan Leaf,
at the same time as Peyton Manning?
Right,
yeah,
and they were decided. They were decided.
Been able to handle stuff.
That's the thing too.
Remember that was the big thing. Who goes first? Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, all the talent in the world, but just couldn't handle everything with the NFL. Wasn't prepared. He'll tell you now he wasn't, but everyone thought he was back then. I mean, so you just never know.
Yeah, that's still happening, obviously, to this